Moshing is the metalhead's version of that weird dance mating call those creepy-ass birds do when they're trying to get laid. What looks like a violent frenzy of flailing freaks can actually be a strong bonding of like-minded friends and family, but it also can be a silly-as shit wild dance of the most ridiculous depravity. You ever been running in a circle pit and get hit in the face with a trash can? Or maybe it was a golf cart. Have you ever been in a mosh pillow pit?
You like movies about gladiators?
Well, today you're gonna see those and so much more as I present to you the 12 weirdest mosh pits of all time. You've seen the biggest mosh pits, the most violent mosh pits. These are the most bizarre. Some of these I experienced myself, and some of these are viral legends, but all of them on this list are guaranteed to make you stop and go, what the fuck? Warning, this video may cause serious FOMO. So headbang the like button, stage dive onto the subscribe button, and windmill the video to your friends. And if you're a fan of the channel, consider becoming a member. Memberships only cost 99 cents a month, and each one really helps me toward my lifelong goal of creating a life-size Godzilla to invade Canada. And now let's count down the 12 weirdest mosh pits of all time. Number 12, any Municipal Waste pit. Legends of the party thrash crossover scene, Municipal Waste have hosted some of the wildest, most insane pits since my high school days. I remember finding out about them at the time and seeing them play underground clubs to the wildest crowds I've seen, with people stage diving, throwing trash cans, hanging off the roof, boogie boarding over the crowd, and to this day, 150 years later, their shows have not eased up one bit. Frontman Tony starts every concert by tossing a trash can into the crowd, signaling that it's time to let shit fly, and the headbangers are off. You'll see all kinds of wild shit in a waste pit, and walk away with some of the happiest bruises of your life. Whether it's a packed club of a couple hundred people, or thousands at a big festival, it does not matter. Municipal Waste is gonna fuck you up. Number 11, Grandma's Gone Wild. This one was a one-time instance caught on camera, but I think it should turn into a trend, as footage captured an elderly woman, complete with a walker and grandma sweater, who looks like she should be at bingo, saying, "Fuck this senior citizen shit, I'm gonna get in the pit." And much to everyone's delight, she handled it like a pro. Metal crowds, especially at festivals, are very friendly and look out for each other. So if there's a wheelchair, a little kid, or a badass grandma wanting to mosh, the metalheads will form a protective barrier for them like a pack of elephants. So rock on, old lady, and shout out for being awesome. Maybe senior homes should introduce circle pits as part of the weekly exercises, liven things up a little bit. Number 10, Psycho Pool Pits. These are ones I was lucky enough to have experienced, and god do I miss them so much. Psycho Las Vegas was a metal and alternative music festival held obviously in Alaska. No, in Vegas, and for the years that I went, it took place at the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino. One of the stages was a pool stage, and when you hear that, you probably think a normal stage with a crowd and the pool behind in the middle. No, this stage was in the pool, and if you wanted to be in the mosh pit, then you were in the pool. And these were some of the most entertaining mosh pits I've ever been a part of. This is possibly my favorite stage ever. Bands I saw here include Bad Religion, 1349, but the two standout bands I saw here were Power Trip and Cannibal Corpse. Seeing these extreme bands playing like it's an underground club while you're in a pool in Las Vegas was fucking insane. The hotel's lifeguards were definitely entertained. Sadly, Psycho Las Vegas doesn't happen anymore, so I have to just cherish those memories whenever I go back to the Mandalay and stand in the pool yearning for a pit to break out like a cat begging for attention. Number 9, the Pika Pit. Gotta mosh 'em all, Pika Pit. The most brutal and hardcore of this list is the legendary Pikachu Mosh, a spectacle that appears from time to time at various festivals, but it really took off after a pack of wild Pikas formed their own pit on board 70,000 tons of metal. One of the most adorable mosh pits that's sure to have boring elitist huffing and puffing. And speaking of 70,000 tons of metal, that leads me to number 8 on this list. Number 8, the Pillow Pit. Death metal band Origin have a tradition on board the world's biggest heavy metal cruise. Each time they're on the lineup, you can guarantee the feathers will fly, as everyone brings their room pillows into the crowd. It is always hilarious to hear blast beats and walk in and see this going on. The comfiest death metal show you'll ever see. I've also seen people here running the wall of death with a mattress, and crowd surf while pretending to be asleep. This is one of the funniest things to walk into at 3 in the morning when you're drunk stumbling around. Who says death metal isn't relaxing? Speaking of sleeping, number 7 on this list, the Mattress Slam. Possibly the only thing funnier than an entire crowd pillow fighting is a mosh pit where only one person has a mattress. Number 6, Helicopter Pit. This was a one-time event that I was lucky to experience, and I tried looking and couldn't find any videos of it, so you'll just have to believe me while I describe it for you. There is a festival out here in the desert called Wasteland Weekend, a week-long post-apocalyptic Fallout fanatic's dream. The entire festival is Mad Max themed, where the fun isn't just focused on the bands. Everything and everyone here is part of the theme. Every attendee, every camp. It's a very unique and crazy event. And one of the bands perfect for Wasteland is Arnocorps, the ballsiest band of all time, with heroic anthems such as Predator, Terminator, and Commando. Their shows are always insane. I talk about them a lot. But this one was especially funny. One of the things at Wasteland Weekend, there is a defunct helicopter shell that appears randomly throughout the festival. And during the week, random groups of people will pick it up and carry it to different locations. It's one of those things you'll walk around and see it and go, oh, there it is. Well, during Arnocorp's performance, it was carried into the pit and the crowd were moshing around people holding it up over them. Moshing around a goddamn helicopter while singing, "Get to the chopper!" Come on, it was fantastic. But something you're more likely to witness, number 5 on this list, any Belalushi Speedball Massacre pit. Last year at Milwaukee Metal Fest, I was made aware of a band called Belalushi Speedball Massacre. Best band name ever. And I had no idea what to expect from them. I walk into this small venue that is packed with people, tossing around everything from toilet paper, garbage cans, floaty toys. Someone crowd surfed in a plastic bin. There were Nerf guns, newspapers, and all kinds of shit flying around. I can't even name everything. Where'd they even get all this stuff? It's like the band raided a party city before they came here. Belalushi Speedball Massacre are a party thrash band so similar to Municipal Waste that they have a song called Ripping Off Municipal Waste. They are not for any stuck-up elitist metal fans who hate fun. I'm assuming their shows are normally like this, so if you want to experience the craziest party since your high school days, go check out Belalushi Speedball Massacre. Somewhat similarly, number 4 on this list is any Gudelocks Pit. Another band I became aware of recently and got to see last year was Gudelocks, who I like to describe as toilet metal, and I think they'd be happy with that title. The band are heavy and crazy and weird. Dressing like sewage workers on stage, their crowds toss around poop emojis, plungers, and sometimes even porta potties. Now that is just unsanitary. I think most of the time these things are empty, hopefully. But no matter what, it's a show you definitely won't forget. And you thought getting hit with a trash can at the beginning of this video was bad. Gudelocks are the best thing to be inspired by a toilet ever since Taco Bell, and if you want to have a wild, thrash, poopy time, then check out one of their shows. Number 3 for weirdest mosh pits of all time goes to Maryland Death Sex. Naturally, we're gonna follow up Gudelocks with something even more disgusting. Thankfully, this is not a reoccurring trend, nor should it be. Don't get any weird ideas, perverts. Maryland Death Fest is an American festival known for being a home for the slimy, grimy underground. A bastion for the nasty and extreme that was taken to a whole new level in 2022 when during Autopsy's set, one couple became so stimulated that the male just could not resist the overwhelming urge to eat out his girlfriend right there in the pit on that nasty ass ground. That is the concrete of Baltimore. That is gross. This incident went super viral and now ranks among the top 3 for weirdest pussy eating events in history. That could be a whole separate video. You know, there used to be a time back in the day of class when a man would take a woman out to a beautiful field for a lovely evening to impress her. Fast forward to now and we've got parking lot pussy eating pits.
Things that make you go, "Ugh."
Number 2 on this list, the Grand Slam. I don't think I even need to describe this one, as everyone knows of the slam heard around the world. In 2013, a little video popped up online that went super viral that is still talked about to this day. Little known band Live Without uploaded a video called The Denny's Grand Slam, performing a small underground show, thrashing and moshing right inside America's favorite diner. The story is that this Denny's was about to shut down, and the day before, the owner let these guys throw together a small show. What a cool guy. The band probably thought that this would just be a fun, quick experience, but the Denny's Grand Slam exploded into an all-time favorite moment for heavy underground music, gaining over 6 million views since its upload, and forever blessing us with that unforgettable line, "What's up? What's up? What the fuck's up, Denny's?" And the last one on this list, the craziest, weirdest mosh pit of all time, number 1, the Toxic Carts. Since the dawn of thrash metal, Exodus have been known to have some of the wildest and craziest mosh pits in the genre. The band have never slowed down in their 40 years, leaving audiences bruised and bleeding all over the world. But the most insane pit of theirs, hands down, has to be the Golf Cart Pit at Full Terror Assault Fest in 2021. As you can see, there are not just one, but 4 golf carts that found their way into the pit, being dogpiled by headbanging heathens losing their fucking shit. Exodus is noticeably as entertained by it as we all are, with the band posting afterward that it was the most fun show that they've played. This is the craziest shit I've ever seen, and I would definitely do it. I have never seen that before, and I am so jealous. Apparently nobody got hurt, supposedly, or no one complained about it at least. Obviously this is not a reoccurring thing at Exodus shows, but man, what a once-in-a-lifetime event for the people who were there. I just have one question about this though. Does that count as drinking and driving? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my list of the 12 weirdest mosh pits of all time. Of course, it's impossible to truly go over every single mosh pit to ever happen. So if you have any ridiculous, wild, and silly mosh pit stories, be sure to leave them down in the comments below. For more from me, check out my band Dark Insanity. You can find us on Instagram, on Spotify, on all of the streaming platforms, on Bandcamp as well. We have our EP Rabid Psychosis out now. We've got Wyatt's Metal and Dark Insanity merch available now in my shop. We've also got hoodies, hats, buttons, stickers. We even have Dark Insanity weed bags. Link is in the description of this video. Anyway, that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video.